Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit. In today's video, I wanted to share with you some lessons that I've learned over the years of running my own, Amazon business, eBay business, having a personal brand, software company, running all these different businesses, being in business for about 13 years. I want to talk about some of the things that I guess you could call them mistakes that I made over the last 13 years and things that I wish I would have known. And maybe even if I did know them, I didn't practice them. So for everybody, it's going to be different, right? You've got to know yourself. You've got to spend time getting an understanding of, what drives you. And I guess that's lesson number one is, I remember when I first started, my business 13 years ago, flipping bicycles on Craigslist. I was selling clothing on eBay shortly after. My purpose, like my burning desire to want to work and grind and grow, was I was living at home with my parents. I was broke as a joke. I didn't have any skills. In my previous video, I talked about how I went to school, I got accepted into the X-ray tech program, and I said to myself, I was making money flipping bikes. I was starting to sell on eBay, I think. Soon after, I might have been dabbling in eBay a little bit. I said, I got to follow my heart. I got to follow my dreams. And I decided not to pursue that, right? But my driving force or my burning desire to work every single day was I wanted to not be broke. I wanted to prove people wrong, that I wasn't a loser, that I wasn't just a guy who got arrested at 21 years old and went to jail for selling, the greenery. I talked about that in the previous video. I'd come off probation. I felt like a loser. I had to make all new friends. I was still living at home with my parents. I was $20,000 in debt. And that's lesson number one in business. When you start making money or having success, you can't get cocky. You can't let your ego get out of control. You have to make sure you spend time to understand what's your burning desire, right? What's your reason for success, right? Is it because you don't want to be broke? Is it because you want to prove people wrong that you're not a loser? Is it you want to take care and maybe support your family, right? So for me, I've noticed over the years when I kind of veer off track and maybe my business isn't doing well, I've had some, months in the past where my Amazon business wasn't doing really well and I wasn't doing the things that I knew I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't checking up on my team. I wasn't putting in new systems in place. I wasn't monitoring the items that my team was purchasing. Or even before that, when I was selling on eBay and going to library sales and thrift stores, I wasn't going out thrifting. I wasn't shipping stuff. I was just stacking it all up, becoming a hoarder. And it's because I lost track of what's my why, what's my reason for doing this. So it's very important to think about what is your reason. Another thing, and this is something that I'm constantly working on, and this is going to be different for everybody, but I've noticed in the past, there have been times where I've just been crushing it in business. My Amazon sales were through the roof. I was killing it on eBay. My business was going well. I just felt motivated, right? I felt excited about business, and I had a purpose, but also I had a structure. That's really, really important for some people, especially for me. I notice the times that I veer off course and I stop doing the things that are making me successful, that are growing my sales, that are making me happy, that are building my business. It's because I lose structure, right? I stopped doing the things that I was doing before. For example, one big thing that I'm doing now, and I've been doing this for a while, but I'm really, really, honing in on it, is my morning ritual and my night ritual, right? Making sure that I'm getting to sleep on time, making sure that I'm not doom scrolling on social media right when I wake up and right, before I go to bed, because that affects your sleep. Bad sleep, poor energy, messes up your hormones. You don't feel good. You're moody. You're irritated, but following my morning ritual, right? First thing in the morning, what I do is I take down about 24 ounces of water with some salt and electrolytes. After that, I do some deep breathing. I do some journaling, plan the day. That only takes about, 5 or 10 minutes. I read 5 to 10 pages. I repeat maybe 10, 15 things that I'm grateful for. And then essentially I go to the gym, I work out. I'm actually in the parking lot right now, just leaving the gym, but that's my morning ritual. And that sets my day up for success, right? So after the gym, which I'm leaving right now, I already have a plan for the day. I've already meditated, I've already worked out, I've got my blood flowing, I got the juices flowing in my mind. I've meditated, I've centered myself, and I'm feeling good, right? But sometimes I've noticed that my business is doing really poorly and I'm just not motivated. I'm just pissed off and anxious. Have you ever gone through that where you're just feeling like, man, I'm just off track? A lot of times we're off track because we're not doing the things that we were doing before that centered us, that got us focused on our goals, right? We weren't, in the past you were super successful because you were reading, you were working out, you were eating healthy, right? You were treating your body with respect, and you were treating your body with, I don't know how else to say it, love. Like, if you don't love yourself and you don't put yourself first, right? How can you help everybody else? How can you help your business? How can you love your family? Like, and those are the times I've noticed in the past where, things just aren't going really well in my business. It's not growing. It's because I'm not loving myself. I'm not treating myself well. I'm not doing my morning routine. I'm not doing my night routine, which my night routine, it's pretty simple, but I just reflect on my day. I've got like a little notebook where I share like the things I'm grateful for, the challenges during the day, areas of my life that I want to optimize. I put on my blue blocking glasses, about 1 to 2 hours before sleep, just so, I could actually fall asleep. I've got a regimen with, supplements that I take, and, I've got some other things that I do as well at nighttime, but a big thing is, having the blue blocking glasses on, not working 2 hours before bed, so I'm not overly stimulated. But this is for me. You've got to understand yourself, and you've got to spend time figuring out what makes you the best version of yourself. For me, what makes me the best version of myself in my business, right? Because this is a business YouTube channel for the most part, is making sure that I'm treating my body with respect, that I'm putting myself first, that I'm meditating, that I'm reading, that I'm learning, that I'm planning my next day, that I'm getting a good sleep, that I'm eating really healthy, right? And having that structure in the morning, having that structure at night is just really, really big. Also, another thing that I want to talk about, I've noticed the times in my life where my business isn't going so well, or I'm not feeling motivated, I just feel like I'm off course, is I'm spending too much time either complaining about my problems to myself or to other people, or listening to other people's complaints way too much, right? I've got some friends and people lately who they're just complaining a lot, and there's a lot of drama and just things going on in their life, in their business as well. And obviously you want to be there for your friends, you want to be there for your family, but sometimes, I don't know if anyone's ever dealt with this, where someone's just complaining over and over and over and over and over again about the same thing. And for some people like me, I'm very empathetic and I take that in. And if I allow myself to complain too much, or listening to people complain too much at certain times, like if it's within like an hour of going to bed, or I would say if it's within like an hour or two of like the heart of my day, like for example, I usually get out of the gym around 8, 9 o'clock, and then usually from like 9 to 10 till about 3 or 4, like that's the heart of my day where I'm getting my stuff done, I'm working on my businesses, right? Like I'm managing my teams, I'm posting content, doing all that stuff. If I listen to people complaining and whining, and I get myself into that and I start engaging with it, it just messes up my day. It messes up my energy. So, a lot of this comes down to knowing yourself, right? In business, there's nobody who's going to pay your paycheck, right? There's no clocking in or clocking out. And if you put in your, 6 to 8 hours, you get paid. In business, you don't get paid for the time you put in, right? You get paid for the value you bring to the market. There's been times where I've worked hundreds of hours and maybe only made, $10,000, $20,000, right? Whatever, maybe working for $20, $30 an hour or $10 an hour, right? There's times I've actually worked for free and I haven't made a ton of money, right? I'm just making up an example. And then there's times where I've spent, like I shared in my previous video, when I was, I think 27 years old, I spent a couple weeks, maybe 20, 30, 40 hours and made $40,000, right? Publishing my first book, right? 101 killer clothing brands, for anyone who remembers back then. So in this world we live in, it's not the amount of time that you put in that's going to equate to how much money you make. It's the value that you bring to the marketplace. And certain businesses have more leverage than others, right? Like there's only so much money I guess you're going to make if you're listing up clothing items on eBay or selling books on Amazon that are selling for 30, 40 bucks an hour, right? There's a limitation. But maybe if you have a personal brand, or I guess a personal brand's a good example. And if you got 20,000 people following you and you put out a program or a course or a coaching program, I mean, there's really no limit. You could make $10,000 per hour, right? But of course, you're only making that money because you've put in 6, 12, 18 months of hard work building your brand, publishing content. But yeah, I mean, in this video, I know I was all over the place, but just wanted to share, some of the things that have really helped me out over the years. And I guess to kind of just summarize things before we wrap up this video is have structure in your life. For me, that's super duper important, having a morning routine, having a night ritual, not, engaging too much with, the people who are complaining and all the drama around certain times of the day. And, of course, just having that why, having that burning desire in business. There's going to be a lot of times, I could promise you, where you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to give up. You're not able to find stuff to source, at the thrift stores, or maybe you get your Amazon account suspended, or I don't know, maybe you publish something, a program or a course or an offer or a coaching program, and you spend all this time and effort and nobody wants it, right? There's a lot of reflecting that needs to be done in business. And, there's times where you're going to win and be on top of the mountain. And then there's going to be times where you just feel like giving up and quitting. So having that burning desire and that reason for success is super duper important. It's so important. And, treating your body well is really important as well, especially the older you get. I'm 38 years old now, and I can tell you right now, the body starts to break down. It certainly does. You have more aches, you have more pains. Not only that, but you have more responsibilities. And when you're in your 20s, you could pretty much go balls to the wall, go crazy, working, grinding, and your body's very forgiving. You don't have as many responsibilities, possibly, not for everybody, but for some. But the older you get, you've got to be able to treat that vessel, your body, because everything is built upon your body and your brain, right? If you're eating like crap and you have brain fog all the time, or in my instance, I was over 50 pounds overweight recently. In 2021 to 2023, I put on a ton of weight. I was on antidepressants. I was trying to fix myself, and I was using food, and I had a car crash in my house, and I just got soft at the end of the day. It's not anybody else's fault, but my fault. I got soft. I got complacent. My girlfriend moved in with me. We were happy. We were eating. We were ordering out. Got cocky. I just got cocky. I stopped doing the things that made me successful, and I got fat, and I got lethargic, and I got tired, and I got depressed, and I had a therapist, and they put me on medication. But what I didn't realize is this whole entire time, the answer wasn't in a pill. The answer wasn't in a therapist. The answer wasn't in anybody else's hands but mine. I knew what I needed to do. I needed to love myself again. I needed to take care of myself again. I had to immerse myself back into my routines and my structure of going to the gym and eating healthy and meditating and self-development. And again, this is just for me. This doesn't mean this is a success recipe for you. Everybody's different. You've got to figure out what's the recipe that works for you, that brings out the best version of yourself. And for me, when I'm fit, when I'm working out, when I'm eating clean, when I'm planning my days, when I'm meditating, when I'm learning, when I've got structure, because, I'm a freaking wild animal. If I don't have structure, God knows where I'm going to go, right? I am very spontaneous. I am very off the cuff. I will try anything, as you've probably seen on this channel. ADHD, it's a real thing. So for me, structure is so important, and having that burning desire and waking up every day and being grateful just sets the tone so much for me to build my business and grow my business. So just sharing some things in this video, guys. I know it was a little bit long-winded, but I want to start making more videos where I kind of share my thoughts and my lessons, and maybe this can help some people, maybe not. But if it does, let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. I really do appreciate everybody who watches this channel. And I want to keep making videos for this channel, even though I know a lot of the videos I make lately are about like eBay to Amazon and just the business that I run, and it doesn't really get a lot of views, and I know a lot of people probably aren't interested in that. So I'm thinking about maybe doing more videos where I share more like tips, and maybe even like some vlogs and behind the scenes of showing my routines and my structure, and different things that allow me to have a ton of freedom in my life, to have become a millionaire. And I don't say that in like a braggadocious way, but I became a millionaire over the last 13 years. I've got, multiple rental properties, a good amount in the stock market, right? I've got multiple businesses that I've built. I'm running a six-figure, close to a seven-figure Amazon business. So I'm thinking maybe of switching up my content and creating more content. Maybe that helps more people, just because I feel like the eBay to Amazon niche is so tiny, and I'm going to keep creating content about that because that's what I do. I've got the replay and catcher software, so I want to keep creating content. I want to keep sharing it because, if you do eBay to Amazon and that's your thing, I mean, replay and catcher, and, there's just so many opportunities. I'm living proof of it. I'm making six figures per year doing it, but I know not everybody cares about that. And it's just kind of getting a little boring creating the same content over and over again. So let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to share more. I just don't know if anybody's interested in it. But with that being said, guys, appreciate you all. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.